This frightening robotic apparition is actually the next step in android technology. As Interesting Engineering points out, this ghostly white humanoid robot with water-powered muscles has finally been unveiled, and its name is Torso. The humanoid's hydraulic system pumps water to achieve muscular flex, just like artificial muscles, and you gotta see this thing in action. It is absolutely freaky. It looks like one of the Westworld robots if you took the skin off of it. It looks like one of maybe the androids from the Alien series without the skin. It is a very, very frightening machine. And the reason there's a scientific reason it's frightening, and that's because all of those wires that you see hanging off aren't part of like a stylistic AI generated art, but rather each one of those is a small tube filled with water and is a hydraulic pump, and that's ultimately what animates and articulates the robot. Instead of actuators, instead of motors or more electronic components, it's literally a water pump, which isn't terribly different than what we are operating with in our own bodies. And beyond this, they strove to achieve a anatomically correct robot that could one day look very human, wear human skin, hopefully not, harvested from another human, but, something like the Terminator that would look pretty real unless you gave it a very close inspection. And they figured the best way to do that is to mimic human movements and muscles. So this is, I feel like, an eldritch punishment. This is a cyberpunk nightmare in terms of how it looks, but in terms of how it works, it might be very beneficial. It's designed to help with daily chores and certain movements, so the company wanted a machine that moves like a human being. I love the name, Torso. It just drives me crazy. What the company says about Torso has an actuated elbow, a cervical spine, an anthropomorphic shoulders, a sternoclavicular and acromioclavicular and scapulothoracic and glenohumeral joints. Those are all very difficult to say. Those aren't words I say very often. I.e., it looks more human, and it's extremely lightweight, minus the water, kind of, again, like us. So, very interesting piece of technology. I just wish it wasn't so frightening to me.